folks, Canadian Prepper here. So I got some information I have to share with you guys today, and I believe that anybody within the Ottawa vicinity within the next 48 hours, you need to heed this warning, because I think that something is about to go down. And I'm going to tell you why. I got a message from the Red Cross today. In fact, I got a phone call, and you know what? If I'm not on a list already, I probably will be on one after this video and have my bank accounts frozen and all that good stuff. Even though this is entirely apolitical, I'm just parlaying information onto you that I've heard, okay? So I got a phone call from the Red Cross today, and they were requesting that we send all of our MREs to Ottawa. Okay, that seems a little strange, but go on. And they said, we need them by 12 noon tomorrow. That's 12 noon on Thursday, no later than 2 o'clock. Willing to pay whatever it takes to get them there by that time. Okay? So this would have cost, because we're in Saskatchewan, we are, 3 days removed by ground from Toronto and Ottawa. It would cost them thousands of dollars to have this stuff delivered. They would essentially be paying almost twice as much for an MRE as it costs. So it makes me wonder, okay, well, maybe they're, sending this stuff to the trucker convoys. So I decided to probe a little further, myself and my administrative staff who was on the call. And we said, is this for the truckers? Because, we're a little concerned about the political ramifications of this stuff. We're playing dumb, right? And they're like, no, we can emphatically guarantee you that it's not for the truckers, okay? Even though I don't really care if it was, especially if it's a Red Cross, and obviously they're a legitimate organization, okay? Air quotes there, as you've seen. And they said, no, it's emphatically not for the truckers. Don't worry about it. We're not going there. So then I said, well, who is it for? And they're like, well, we can't actually tell you who it's for. So to me, that spoke volumes about who it's for. Perhaps you can guess, okay? I think that either it's for some kind of medical camp or some kind of detention facility that might be erected because of mass arrests that are about to take place. This is pure speculation, guys. Pure speculation on the basis of the information that I was provided. I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's for the homeless, even though Ottawa has their homeless situation, at least when I was there 10 years ago or so, they had their situation it was pretty stable. Everybody had what they needed. They were in a certain part of the city and all that. I'm guessing that it's not for the homeless. They would probably not invest that much money and need it by 12 noon tomorrow. The urgency is really what concerns me. So either it's for that or it's for a new influx of bureaucratic employees that happen to have batons or tasers or pepper spray. Just pure speculation, right? So I think that it's about to go down there tomorrow, and I think that anybody who finds themselves there, make sure you know what you're doing, and make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into in doing that. It's clear, based on the parliamentary process that I've seen today at Parliament with Trudeau and friends, that there is not going to be any budging on this issue, that they're going to ride it out until the end. Now, fortunately, a lot of the provinces are starting to roll back a lot of these restrictions. So, it's not been for naught. I do think that the message has been heard, and I think it's been more effective than perhaps a lot of people realize. I think it has been effective. It's really put the pressure, in spite of the fact that we're doing this politicking right now and there's all this pushback. And I can tell you, if there's one silver lining to all this, it's more attention towards the parliamentary process in Canada. Never has there been a more exciting time to watch Canadian politics, as has been the case for the past 2 to 3 weeks. That House Speaker in Parliament, the guy who referees the back and forth discourse of the politicians, he must be losing his hair like crazy, because it's just been it's been exciting, it's been entertaining, and like I say, it's probably getting a lot more people interested in politics. But I don't think they're going to budge, and I think that the hammer is going to come down on people pretty hard. So I would encourage people to brace yourself for what's coming. I know some of you are wanting to do stuff out of principle, and nobody's going to take that away from you, but just be prepared. I think things are going to start going down tomorrow. Now, police have handed out leaflets today. Ottawa police have issued a warning to protesters, so you know what's on the way. Leave the area now. The federal government invoked the never-before-used Emergency Act on Monday amid intense frustration and anger among Ottawa residents over police handling of the convoy so far. So, this is probably, this article, I think it's by Global News, so it's probably quite biased. I'm sure the truth is somewhere in the middle there. Also, Ukraine was hit by a series of cyber attacks right after I released that video yesterday about it not being a de-escalation. And just to summarize that video, guys, you need to understand that with this whole thing, there could have actually been plans to invade the Ukraine on that day, but in an attempt to get ahead of it, the United States issued that warning so that Russia wouldn't do it, because if they did it when the U.S. said they were going to do it, then that would be a win for the U.S., right? So this is a game of cat and mouse. It's a game of deception. Go and watch the video I put out yesterday, which talks about the principles of the art of war that are being employed here to distract and bamboozle everybody so that nobody really knows exactly what is going on. But that situation is not even close to being over. And remember that 90% of modern warfare is information-based. And it happens before we fire the first shot. You see, a lot of people think that war starts when a bullet is fired and somebody gets killed, but that's not how modern warfare works. We are at war, okay? We are at war with every country who we are not allies with, who NATO is not allied with. There are multi-dimensional aspects to this war, be they economic, cyber, social media, the media. There's so many dimensions to it, and it's ongoing. It's going on all the time. The only good thing about modern warfare is that the casualty counts are much lower until they're not, okay? Up, up, up. There you are. Say hello. Say hello to the camera. What's up, boy? He's a good boy. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you are in Ottawa and you don't want to get caught up in any sort of entanglement, maybe you do. It's probably going to go down in the not-so-distant future here, so just brace yourself. And if you haven't checked out the video that we released today, our higher production stuff, half the videos that we release on this channel are hot takes like this. A lot of people like the current event stuff, and I totally understand why. But we also like to do more researched, thorough, informative content, which is a lot higher production, which I actually have a team helping me develop. And we released one today on the normalcy bias and why people fail to prepare and why some people freeze up like deers caught in the headlights when disaster strikes. So go and check that out. We also have a video being released in the next couple days, which is another higher production video about the DEFCON system. Okay, and most people don't realize, but Europe is actually currently, some of Europe, I should say, Air Force-wise anyways, is on DEFCON 2 as a result of the Ukraine-Russian situation there. So DEFCON 2, if you don't know, is a small step from DEFCON 1. That means that things are about to get hot. So stay vigilant, guys. I'm still getting messages from all around the world of increased military activity that people are noticing. So something big is coming, I believe. I hope it doesn't come to pass, because I rewatched the movie, what was it called, The Day After. In making this more recent DEFCON video, I needed a little bit of inspiration. And I can tell you that it would be horrifying. It would be absolute hell. So let's just hope that the leaders in charge can come to some sort of solution. But as preppers, we're not going to rely on that. We're not going to wait for help to come. We're going to take the steps necessary to prepare before a problem arises, all right? Stay safe, guys. Stay up and keep sending me the intel that you're receiving from around the world. I really do appreciate it. CanadianPrepper@hotmail.com. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye now.